everyone, welcome to the BariaTricks and Tips Kitchen. I'm Michelle, your hostess with the mostest. We've got a lot to do today. The name of the game is stuffed cabbage rolls, and it is an amazing recipe that will yield a lot of meals for you for the week. Great for food preparation while you are on your journey for wellness. You know, one of the things that we have in common is that we have all had weight loss surgery, or maybe we're gearing up to have weight loss surgery. I know a lot of you on our Facebook page have surgery dates in the view. So good luck to you all. You're gonna all do great. These recipes will be here for you when you are ready for them. But you know, it doesn't matter whether or not we've had weight loss surgery. Maybe we're trying to combat diabetes or just strive for overall health and wellness. It doesn't matter. You're in the right place, because I love to live large, cook and eat small, and find flavor in everything that I do. And this recipe is no exception. Typically, stuffed cabbage rolls have an ingredient in here that doesn't quite agree with me anymore. Usually you use white rice, sometimes you use brown rice, and rice is like kryptonite for me. I can't eat it at all. So I've broken up with rice completely, and my recipe calls for cauliflower rice, and you will never even know the difference. It's wonderful, and I can't wait to show it to you. Please say hi to my camera girl, Maya. Hiya, Maya.
Hi.
I asked her specifically, can you please be a little bit more personable? And she's rolling her eyes at me as we speak. So whatever. I also realized something else. The last couple recipe demonstrations, I have neglected to share with you the nutrition facts. So Maya, please make sure I talk about the nutrition facts. In fact, let's do it right now, okay? Stuffed cabbage rolls, come over here. What are you laughing at? Are people responding? Do you have questions? You know, you're just laughing at me? All right, well, I'm used to that. All right, nutrition facts. The recipe that I'm giving you is 12 stuffed cabbage rolls. So the serving size is obviously 1. You're looking at 174 calories, 6.3 grams of fat, 17 carbs, and 14 grams of protein. It's a protein powerhouse, and I love it so much. 174 calories. That actually makes a pretty good snack or a pretty good lunch. I've actually had these in the morning after a gym workout too, because hey, it's got a lot of food groups represented, so it's all good. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. When the recipe drops on our Facebook page today at 5 o'clock, those nutrition facts are contained in there too. So don't worry about writing anything down right now. You don't have to worry. You're going to have this recipe to keep starting at 5 o'clock. All right, so let's review the ingredients here. Lots of stuff in here, but nothing that's really exotic or anything that you need to really truly worry about. I just realized that I forgot the protein powder, so I'm getting that out real quick. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I use it sparingly. I think that a lot of other stuffed cabbage roll recipes probably use a little bit more. It's good for you, it's the good fat, but I'm still trying to keep calories down. 2 cups of cauliflower rice. I usually use the frozen, already made. You can certainly use fresh. If you're doing fresh, you want to make sure you get a lot of that moisture out of there after you heat it up. A head of green cabbage. I love green cabbage because it's so versatile. You can use the leftovers for a stir fry. You can make your own sauerkraut. I had 3 ideas, 3 recipes that I wanted to tell you about. And you can make cabbage soup too with the leftovers. So don't worry, even though we're not using the whole head of cabbage, you've got tons of different opportunities. And if you just Google what to do with boiled cabbage, you get 3 million recipes. I can certainly share with you what I have, but I love making homemade sauerkraut. It's delicious. I like that salty, briny yumminess. Okay, let's keep going. A pound of ground turkey. Don't worry, you can use a pound of ground anything. Use pork, use turkey, use chicken, use beef, use lean beef, whatever you prefer. Today we're doing lean ground turkey. A 14 and a half ounce can of diced tomatoes. And you can, I usually drain half of it. I have drained it all before, and then it's not as saucy, and I love my stuffed cabbage rolls saucy. So I'll usually drain it, and then I'll put a little bit of that juice back in. That is your call. 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil, one of my most favorite smells in the whole world besides cilantro and dill. Unflavored protein powder, just a scoop. You're giving it just a nice power boost for you, giving you feelings of fullness and satisfaction. That's what that's gonna do for you. Italian seasoning, an egg, an onion diced, a yellow onion, some fresh parsley, some garlic, tomato puree, and onion powder. Now you're gonna see that I'm working with the large cans. I actually, Maya, if you come on in, you can see that I've already used half. I actually happen to have just bought the big cans because I have one in the oven that I'm gonna show you as our after. So I just did half and half. But for all intended purposes, we're working with small cans for this recipe. This recipe freezes beautifully. So typically what I plan to do, and Maya, stay right, kind of pivot and talk, but I don't want everybody to see our messy kitchen table. I bought some plasticware today at the grocery store. So my goal is to package these in portions that are a little bit more realistic, keep some in the fridge, and then put some in the freezer. And then I'll have that. And then my mother-in-law and my father-in-law are getting some too. So Sharon, if you're watching, these are the cabbage rolls I was talking about. All right, so we are gonna start, the first thing that we need to do is we need to bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Let me check on it. It's just about there. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more until that water boils. And then Maya, I'm gonna have you come around, if you would be so kind. We are going to, I need to bring my recipe here. Goodness, you'd think I'd know it by now. All right, come on over. Walk with me, shall we? Come here. Maya, good Lord. I'll tell you, this girl. Hi, Julie. Nice to see you. Okay, so look, water is almost boiling. We're gonna take our cauliflower rice first, and we are gonna put a tablespoon of, come closer, please. I know you don't like the stove, but do it. Thank you. We're gonna put a tablespoon of olive oil in here to get ready. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I love olive oil. It's my favorite. I just love the richness that it brings. We are going to coat, it says my recipe, I always like to swirl the pan around just so you cover all the surface area. So here, that's me doing that. And now we're gonna heat it up. So let's let that sit for a second, and let's go back to the big pot of water, Maya, because it's boiling. We are gonna blanch our cauliflower. The first thing that we need to do is, here you can see that I've already put, Maya, this. I've already put, I took the core out, I actually sliced it, and then I carved the core out. That's gonna help us in a little bit. We're gonna blanch these leaves. These leaves are left over from the first batch, so if I need them, we've got them. All right, so let's get it in here. Bye-bye. Oh, that's a big one. The one that I made earlier was a little bit smaller. So that's gonna be blanched a little bit. We're gonna let that go for a few more moments, and then let's come over here, Maya. We are going to, I need you to walk over here, please. Can you do that for me? All right, so we are going to add the cauliflower rice and a half a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad everyone is here. Thank you for taking the time. I know we've got a holiday weekend. I hope that whatever you're celebrating, whether it's Ramadan or Passover or Easter weekend, that you are having a good time with your friends and family. Pepper and salt, a half a teaspoon each. I'm going to put these back over here for a second. And now we are going to, hi Renee, we're going to stir the pot. I'm really good at stirring the pot, if you know what I mean. We are trying right here to not necessarily get it brown, but we are trying to remove moisture and just get everything evenly cooked so it's a little soft. but truthfully, it has thawed, and it's going. Let's see, Ginny, your camera helper is doing amazing. Thank you for sharing your recipes. Oh, thanks so much. That means a lot to both of us. We appreciate it. She is my lifeline in more ways than one. Little Miss Maya will be 18 in July. She is taking college classes and she's a high school junior, and she's got a brilliant mind, if I do say so myself. What do you say to that, Maya? She's blushing. Hi, Renee. Anyways, all right. So really, we're going to cook this for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And then we have to, and it's probably been a good 3 minutes. So, but what I need to do, stay looking on there, Maya. Hi, Melissa. We need to, oh my goodness. Here we go. Things I should have got beforehand. All right, so what we need to do now with the cauliflower rice, we've got to make sure that it cools. And it doesn't have to be like ice cold cooling. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Maya, you got a following. With regards to the cauliflower rice, we need it to cool just enough so you can handle it without burning yourself. So I'm going to transfer this into a bowl. I just heard a beep on my watch. Oh, look, you guys, I met my goal today. Exercise goal met. Melissa, close those rings. All right, get all this on here. Let me get, actually, you guys, the dog is down here too because he knows a good cabbage roll when he sees it. And actually, it smells so delicious, the batch that's in the oven. All right, so here is our cauliflower rice. Let's just put it over here. All right, and now we're gonna go back to the cabbage. So what we're gonna do, this is the coolest thing, and I so wish that I would have learned this years and years ago, but I actually just learned this technique relatively recently. And I've been making cabbage rolls for a long time, and I hate when I learn, I can't believe I learned this so late in life, but better late than never. All right, so because we put, I do need you to come around, Maya, because we put the core, we cut the core out, it's gonna allow these leaves to just come off. And look, that's what we're gonna do. You're gonna drop them onto a cookie sheet that has some paper towel so that way they dry. And I need you over here, Maya. Please put your fears aside. What are you doing? No, I need you to come closer. People want to see this. Here, let's do this. You guys, she doesn't want to be near the boiling water. All right, hi Paula. All right, so we are gonna keep just using like a pair of rubber tongs. These leaves, come over here, are gonna cool off. And then back over here, Maya. Some of them might not end up working for what we need them to be, but you're gonna be so amazed at this technique. It's so wonderful. I'm so grateful to the internet for finding it. And you're actually gonna do this until you get 12 leaves. Because of course, we need to make 12. Now I'm not, oh there, that came off nice. All right. I've lost count, but let's keep going here for just for another moment or so. And the really cool thing, don't discard, here's a trick tip. Don't discard, let the water cool fully and then use it to water your plants. Indoor plants will love you for the cabbage water you give them. It's got lots of nutrients in it. And if you're gonna dump it anyways, you might as well dump it on your plants, right? All right, I'm gonna go for one more and then we can be done with this part. Are you coming up here, Maya? Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Okay, take a look over there. What do you think, guys? That looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself. All right, let's bring these over because we're gonna need them in a little bit. Let me get my recipe. All right, come back on over here, Miss Maya. Now it's time to get dirty. Roll up your sleeves. Make sure your hands are clean. They are, I promise. We are going to, in a large bowl, I've already got the ground turkey. It's raw. You're not going to cook it yet, okay? Maya, want it? Maya does not eat meat, so I like to taunt her. All right. We're going to add the ground turkey. We are going to add the cauliflower rice. Let me take a look here. It's actually quite warm, but oh well. Hopefully everything else will cool it down and you won't see me scald myself. Okay, then we are going to add the tomatoes, not the puree, just the diced tomatoes. Oh, this should cool it down. Cool it now. We got to do that. A little new addition. Basil. Where's my basil? That's the basil. You guys, it doesn't get much better than this. Fresh basil. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing. Amazing. All right, what else? Basil. Italian seasoning. We need 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Bada boom, bada bing. We need, gosh, where am I on here? Italian seasoning, egg, garlic, onions. Egg, garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 out of the 4. Egg, garlic, onions, 2 tablespoons of parsley right here, fresh parsley, a teaspoon of salt. This is a half teaspoon that I have, so I'll dump 2. And a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Boom. Ground black pepper. Now we need to mix the ingredients by hand. This is where it gets good. All right. Here we go. All right, the cauliflower is kind of warm, but that's okay. I think the coolness of the tomato concoction helped that along. All right. Yummy. It smells good. What do you think, Maya? Oh, she's about to vomit. She just doesn't know a good thing when she sees it, you guys. I'm trying to open her up to new things. She, whatever. All right. So it's after you mix it up, you're going to set it aside. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right, we don't have a towel here. Is that the deal? Let me get a towel real quick. All right. All right, Maya, now's the part where you take over. She's looking at me like, what? What are you talking about? All right, so now you want to you put this aside, and you want to take a 4-cup measuring cup. See, 4 cups. Can you please come closer, little girlfriend? Thank you. And in this 4-cup measuring cup, you are going to add the tomato puree, which, remember, even though I'm doing it from a big can, it's really technically a small can because it's in half. You're going to get the tomato puree. Let me scrape. I want every little bit. I love anything tomato is okay with me. Who likes tomato stuff, everyone? I love it, love it, love it. I love tomatoes. Oh, Jenny, I'm sure tofu would work as an alternative for her. Well, she's got issues with texture, so that sounds good. But I don't know. Hey, if she's willing to try it, I'm willing to buy it. I actually love tofu. Maya, probably not so much. Okay, so we're going to add the tomato puree, the onion powder. We need a half a teaspoon of onion powder. So I will borrow this. Nope, that's the 1 teaspoon. Here's the half a teaspoon right into the tomato puree. Then we need the remaining tablespoon of olive oil. So we'll put that in. Yum. Whoops. Onion powder, olive oil, 2 more cloves of garlic. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. And a half a teaspoon of salt. Let's get that back. You guys, if you are trying to cut down on salt, do as you wish with that. I I'm trying to use it sparingly. That's why you see a lot of half teaspoon stuff. All right, and then a 1/4 cup of water. Now, if you happen to have some sort of broth in your fridge, use it. Beef broth, chicken broth. Did someone say something, Maya? Let's see. Come here. Hold on. Let's look at the comment. Melissa, I'm with Maya. Oh, whatever. Whatever, Melissa. Anyways, 1/4 cup of water, but if you have some sort of broth in the fridge, use it. It's just going to add richness. I actually don't have broth in the fridge. Oh, I could just scream. So, 1/4 cup of water. I just didn't want to open a whole thing of broth for just a 1/4 cup. Okay. Now we are going to whisk this bad boy until it's combined. And then you guys are going to see the magic. Cool. We're doing well on time as far as what's in the oven. While I'm mixing this, why don't you pan over to your left and show everyone what the sleeping doggy looks like. Look at little Lego. Oh, not sleeping. He's like, come on, I want some. All right, you can come on back. All right, that's Lego. All right, so half of this mixture, you can see if you look closely, Maya, you're gonna come in. You can see it's about 2 cups total. So I'm gonna take a cup of this and I'm gonna put it in my baking dish. Now you can use any baking dish you want. It can be stone, it can be glass. It just needs to be covered. And the one that I have in the oven is a cast iron and it's covered. So I'm gonna pour a cup into here and hope that that's, let me see. Oh, cha-ching, I did it. And then you're just gonna move it all around to cover all the surface area, okay? Boom. And now you're gonna set this aside, or actually you're gonna set it close to you, but aside, because we've got some assembling to do. This is the fun part, and this is like, this whole process is just so fun. I'm serious, it's fun. It sounds stupid, but it is. So you need to come in real closely because they need to be able to see what we're doing. So you are gonna take your cabbage leaf and yeah, he is waiting patiently because he knows he's going to get some cabbage rolls, Jenny. And you're going to take a paring knife and this big, thick stalk part of the cabbage, you're going to cut a triangle. Okay. Hi, Kim. I'm so glad you made it. Kim is so wonderful about making these recipes. So hopefully she's going to make this one too. I am making stuffed cabbage rolls, Sarah. So you're gonna cut a V shape into the cabbage leaf, and with a 1/4 cup scoop, you are gonna take some of the mixture and put it on the bottom part of this. So I don't know, it kind of looks, take a look at this, it kind of looks like Pac-Man. So you're gonna put it at the bottom of Pac-Man, and then you're gonna fold it, and you're able this way to roll it. And look how beautiful that's rolled. The seam side down, you are gonna put it into your pan. And we're gonna do this again and again. I don't know that I'll bore you with all 12 of them, but let's get a bunch of them done, okay? Because I want you to be able to see how easy it is. So you've got your Pac-Man. I'm gonna put it a different way this time. And you're gonna take a 1/4 cup of mixture. Actually, I think that the recipe says a 1/3 cup. I think I got it wrong. It does say a 1/3 cup. You're gonna take a 1/3 of a cup of your mixture and you're just gonna start folding. It's kind of like a sophisticated burrito, okay? And then seam side down. Maya, can you come over here and see what that looks like? You're just gonna, just like their burritos or enchiladas, that's, yay, Kim, I knew I could count on you. All right, let's keep rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those cabbage rolls rolling. All right, and then a 1/3 of a cup. I apologize, the recipe does say a 1/3 of a cup, and the nutrition facts are based on that 1/3 cup. So we're just gonna roll and fold and roll and fold. Cabbage rolls are, I think they're easy and savory and they're very comforting, and I love making them. I love being able to take them to work with me. They make you very full. I mean, not Thanksgiving full, but like that 80% full that I like to talk about, where it's just like, I feel good that I ate. All right, so there, come over here. We've got 4 of them done. Yeah, Melissa, yum is not even the word to describe it. Let me do one more, and then we will cut to the chase and go to the oven. And that way you're not sitting here watching me make cabbage rolls. I'll make the rest of them and I'll pop them in the oven myself. So remember, 1/3 of a cup of mixture. And then roll it, pat it, and mark it with an M or a B for bariatrics and tips. All right, it looks like I'll be able to fit. I knew this pan might be a little small. I'll probably end up squishing them, and that'll be fine too, because they'll be able to cook nicely next to each other. So let me clear my workspace, and that way I can show you these cabbage rolls. All right, clear some spots here. You know what else I forgot to do? The nutrition facts are based on a scoop of protein powder in with this concoction. So what I'm going to do is I am going to scoop that in real quick before I forget. It's a big scoop of protein powder, unflavored. You can whisk it in. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it is included in the nutrition facts, and you can use any kind of unflavored protein powder. It just gives it a boost. And what we're going to do with the rest of this is we are going to just pour it over our cabbage rolls here. We're going to pour it over, and then we're going to plop it into the oven at 350 degrees, probably for the better part of an hour. You just want to make sure that the cabbage leaves are nice and soft, and you obviously want to make sure that the turkey has been cooked. Okay, so I will put this aside. I didn't put the onions in either. I didn't put the onions in either, you guys. I am like a nut job. Here we go. Well, so 4 or 5 of them are not going to have onions in them. Don't do that. Don't forget stuff the way I did. I was all excited about it. All right, cool. Let's get it. Okay, Maya, focus on the oven because you are in for a treat. I now present stuffed cabbage rolls. These have been cooking for about an hour and 15 minutes, which is fine. It's a big pot. Come on over. All right. Let's see. You guys ready? Drum roll. Oh, looking good. Looking real good. What do you guys think? I think I'm in love. I think I get to have lunch. Let's get a plate. All right, let's serve it up, you guys. So you also want to make sure that you save some of your parsley, because we are going to put some fresh green parsley on here for color. Look how spectacular that is. That's okay, I'll pick it up. I dropped some. My mouth might be watering. Yeah, true enough, it's good. Kim, you don't live too far from me. Why don't you and I plan to... You can come and you can be on this segment with me, and then we can eat together afterward. What do you think about that? You can be a special guest star. All right. I'm going to assume that you're like, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it. Kim and I are good friends. So, all right, here we go. Stuffed cabbage roll. Number 1. Oh, guess what we're having for dinner tonight? Or guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? Your dad might not, Maya, because he doesn't like cabbage. But you know what that means? That means more for me. All right, let's cut into this bad boy. Maya, if you can really get close. All right, look at that, you guys. Deliciousness. Where do you stay? What do you mean, where do I stay? Oh, Heather. Hey, Heather. See this Heather Upel? That's who cut your hair today. Say hi to Heather, Maya. Heather cut Maya's hair today. She did a great job. Looks fantastic. Okay, it's hot. I know. Take a look. Love it, love it, love it. And the dog's gonna love it in a few short moments too. Very, very delicious. I definitely can taste the pepper. So if you are not a pepper person, you might want to scale back. But the beauty of this recipe or any recipe is that you can turn it into whatever you want. It's just that simple. This is what works for me and for my family. Well, in this case for me, because no one else will eat it. But again, you can cook them and then put them in storage containers and freeze them, keep them in the fridge. I've kept them in the fridge for about a week and they do beautifully. Typically what I will do is just portion these into different containers as soon as they're perfectly cool and then go from there. It's really a delightful recipe and I hope you love it as much as I do. And I hope you enjoyed the recipe demonstration. I know I forgot to add the onions, but you won't forget when you do it and I have it ready here. So no harm, no foul. I appreciate you spending time with me. I think that it's really important on a wellness journey, especially a bariatric journey, well, any journey, to really look at the bright side of things and to focus on the fact that you don't have to worry about Oreos and candy bars and ice cream in order to feel happy and satisfied. It's super important to add color and add flavor and be inspired when you're at the grocery store and when you're in the kitchen. Fun gadgets, tools that help make things easier to prepare, fun drinking cups, all of that stuff is really good for your body, your mind, and your soul. So really, if you want to try this recipe and maybe you're not, you're just a novice in the kitchen, it's okay. Just experiment and have fun because seriously, it's half the battle. I love going into the grocery store to see what's new and to look at all the colors and to make really good choices because you can still eat really, really well and do really well without having to worry about unnecessary calories and things that you might have had in your past life, okay? So to those who are awaiting surgery, good luck, you're gonna do great. To those fresh out of surgery, I know you can't eat this stuff now, but your time is coming, just be patient. And to those who are veterans like myself, my 8 years is almost in another 2 weeks or so. Just keep on keeping on, find joy in your journey because I know that I have and it makes it all the more fun, okay? Have a great day, happy Passover, happy Easter Sunday tomorrow, and if you're observing Ramadan, please have a blessed holiday as well. Take care.